With the release of the Red Dead 1 port for PC after like 14 years of being out on console, I've decided, why not? Let me make a video on Red Dead 2. Except that's not true, I wanted to make this video for like 2 months now, but I've been busy with college. Anyways, about Red Dead 2... This game honestly might just be the best game ever conceived. Hey gamers, welcome back to another episode of the Hater series where I talk about stuff I don't actually hate. I just think it's a silly little title gimmick. For this video, however, there is some truth in it. And by some truth, I mean the truth is like this small. So I'm only like 19 years old, right? Growing up I wasn't really into westerns. They just didn't really seem interesting to me. I was kind of your typical kid, you know, with typical kid interests. I was more into the stupid funny shit like the regular shows, the SpongeBobs, the Adventure Times. But honestly, I'm still into those shows, I absolutely love them. But I've also eventually refined my taste and I've explored other genres. Unfortunately, westerns still weren't one of them. Not until I was on a Quentin Tarantino movie binge and I got to Django Unchained. And after I watched that, it just clicked to me. This shit fucking rocks. This shit is badass. At the time, I had recently finished Cyberpunk 2077, which was amazing, by the way, but I'm not diving into that right now. And after finishing that game, I just had this itch to play another game I can just spend hours on, I can get immersed with, I can just like get attached to the characters again, to the story. So I was looking through my wish list, and I noticed the one and only Red Dead Redemption 2, which I've been hearing many good things about for a long time. You know, it's one of those just highly acclaimed games, and one of my good friends was also playing it at the time, and he said it's a fantastic game. So I was like, but know what we're gonna do today. And I'm so glad that I decided to play it, because oh my fucking god, this shit was madness. A little before I had started playing Red Dead, like deadass, just a couple of days before I started playing, I came across this image, like it seems like a thumbnail, and it said, "I couldn't even edge to this. I exploded immediately." And I thought it was a fucking hilarious reaction image, but I couldn't tell if it was a legitimate thumbnail or not. But either way, legitimate or not, holy shit, it's an accurate description of the game. Because I did explode. Matter of fact, I really couldn't edge to this. I exploded immediately. Motherfucker wasn't joking. I started playing at I think 3 AM or something, and god was it something. I played until the sun was out, and that was only until like the beginning section. I didn't even get out of the Antarctica yet, and just those few hours in the game, I already enjoyed it so much. I think it did a good job of hooking me in already. I saw a few comments and reviews on this game that said they had a hard time pushing through the beginning because it didn't hook them, but nah, y'all are tripping. Because I could smell the fucking peak particles just everywhere that whole time. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because my expectations were fairly low that the game just managed to blow my fucking pajamas out of the water so much. But whatever, it's just unbelievable. From a story standpoint, gameplay, soundtrack, everything. It's so immersive. I've never played a game so immersive before, it's insane. The last time I enjoyed playing a game so much was when I played Stray, which was earlier this year. The way I built that up sounds like it's been years, but no, actually I thought it's been years, but no, when I looked back I was like, wait, no, actually I also really enjoyed Stray. So yeah, shout out Stray, that shit was beautiful, like actually. Gameplay on the second channel. Anyway, going back to the best game of all time, again, I just want to praise the acting, the writing, the details of the world, the NPCs and everything, the gameplay, the story, the pacing of the story. I feel like it might have been too long for some people, but I don't know, to me that shit was fantastic. It was impeccable. It definitely felt long, for sure, I'm not gonna deny that, but not once did I ever get bored with the story. And I have a monkey brain, okay, like I don't have the best attention span and shit, but it had enough action to satisfy my monkey brain, so I mean like, and the action was hype. It was fucking hype. That shit got me howling at 4 AM. Just blasting people's heads. I was going crazy. So speaking of story, my goodness gracious, partner, what a fucking ride this game is, y'all. That's the worst. It never failed to just keep surprising me with where the story was going. And every time something crazy happens, I'm like, holy fuck, that was a lot. We've got to be like halfway into the story now, right? 30%? But yeah, shit was bonkers in it. It was just banger after banger after banger. And then at some point, we're just playing Far Cry. Like, what the fuck? Though honestly, I've never even played Far Cry. I've just seen this one art of Far Cry. I think it's the Far Cry 3 specifically. I think it's the cover art for it. And it was just the first thing that I thought of when that Guarma arc started. So I was just like, yep, this is Far Cry. But no, for real, that arc was fucking nuts, bro. I don't want to spoil too much for the probably like 5 people watching this that haven't played it yet. But if you're one of those 5 people, five people, if you're one of those 5 people, go play this game now, bro. Like, this is why am I constantly changing accents like I'm fucking Drake or some shit? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but if you are one of those people that haven't played this game yet, play it now, bro. Seriously, this shit is life-changing. I'm being for real. I'm not hyperboleing. Is that a word? I'm not exaggerating anything here. Like, turn off this video. Don't give a damn about the retention rate. Just click off, buy this game, or go the I made here route. You know, whatever you gotta do, just play this game if you have the time. And actually, you would need the computer to run it as well. So yeah, if you can't actually play the game like genuinely, then I guess watching gameplay of it is good enough, you know? Spoilers incoming soon, by the way, but anywho, I can't not talk about the characters. So of course, let's start off with Arthur Morgan. That's my fucking goat right there. I love reading through his journal and seeing his sketches. This guy is cracked. Like, do you see these drawings? Bro, is insane. Also made me think about journaling my own thoughts, you know, from time to time. I used to kind of do it before, but I stopped for some reason. But it's just honestly crazy to look back on your stuff, like the stuff that you wrote before, and see how much you changed and how much stayed the same. I don't know, I like that part, I like that aspect in journaling. But yeah, if you hate this guy, I got a little gift for you. Just go check your mailbox in a few days, it'll be right there waiting. Same with Sadie Adler. If you hate her, you're getting an awesome little present as well. It starts with the letter C and ends with the number 4. Sadie is absolutely fucking goated, and you know who else is fucking awesome? Charles, Sean, Lenny, Hosea. These are the goats right here. You heard it here first. Let me know your favorites in the comments below. But no, Lenny and Hosea, fucking hell, holy shit, I was devastated, bro. Why did they both die? In the same day, no less. That shit got me fucked up. Hosea was a sweet old feller, and Lenny was my homie, man. I don't even got much to say about Charles and John either. Y'all know why they're fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm honestly so glad Sadie didn't die in the end. I was so worried, bro. I was so worried. I was telling myself throughout that whole last mission and just throughout the whole game, not the whole game, but around the end when I started like really liking Sadie's character, I was like, alright bro, if she dies, I want to install the whole game. And fortunately, she didn't die, so the game is still on my computer. But yeah, I was ready, man. I was ready. I just loved how crazy she was. Like, she was for real all about that action. Like, yeah, me too. Let's kill all these guys, bro. And I know this is dumb as hell, but I realized so late that she was the person we saved in the beginning of the game. I was legit wondering multiple times throughout my gameplay. I was like, didn't we save someone in the beginning? Where is she? And then I realized it when I was like 65% through the story. I'm like, dude, I was like, oh shit, Sadie, that was her. Like, am I ever gonna beat the dumbass allegations? Another stupid ass moment was that I only realized I was playing a prequel until the epilogue. You know what's even crazier? Before I first started playing the game, I searched up, should I play Red Dead 1 before 2? Reddit, because you know, you gotta put Reddit as a suffix, because that's the only place you can actually get answers from. And the reply that I saw was something like, oh, no, not really. You could if you wanted the characters more, but you don't have to. So I was like, oh, well, in that case, let me go right ahead and play. And I just never saw anything saying that this game was a prequel. I even, like, got spoiled halfway through of my gameplay. I guess, I don't know, quotations on spoiled, but like, I was watching a video on Red Dead 2, and the guy was talking about how John was the protagonist on the first one, and I was like, whoa. Really? That's crazy. I was over here going like, Red Dead 1, you play as John, and then now you're playing as Arthur, and now you're back as John. I was like, wow, cool beans. Like, dude, Are you fucking stupid? I only found out that this was a prequel when I sent a screenshot to my friend going like, dude, this shit never ends. My god. And this man said, oh yeah, this is just a prologue of Red Dead 1. And I'm like, it's a what? And yeah, that just makes so much more sense, you know, duh. But going off of that, as someone who hasn't played the first game yet, I think it does a really good job setting up that game. And I really enjoyed that epilogue bit. And from meeting some old gang members again to building a house with my homies. Plus that song was a banger too. And even doing some farm work and chores. Like it's just nice to see a character finally not be in immediate danger. Until of course he ends up in immediate danger. Hence the first game. By the way, please do not spoil me on the first game, I beg of you. I don't know anything about it and I'd like to keep it that way. I am gonna play it soon, but... Oh, also fuck Micah. Fuck that guy. Just fuck him. I actually shot that guy 8 times in the head in that final quest. Holy fuck, I unloaded on that man. Pause. When Dutch shot him, I was like, oh shit. And then like the game did that dead eye thing and I was like, oh, it's time. And then boom, boom, boom. Just unloaded every single fucking shot I had on him. All onto the middle of his forehead, bro. I knew that guy was trash and a menace since that time in Strawberry. I'm not forgetting that. If the game gave me the option to leave that motherfucker to fend for himself, I would've done it, bro. But nah, Arthur was too nice, man. He stayed with Mr. Belly and fought a whole ass town with him. Also Dutch, oh god, boy oh boy. It was really sad to see his descent, but they did it so well that I absolutely loved seeing all these changes in character dynamics and states of mind as the story went on, you know, like how the group changes and how there's just like sides now, how people just fucking switch up on you. I was disappointed with Javier, bro. I thought we were homies. And then this guy started sucking Dutch's dick, like, dude.
Get off your fucking knees.
Like, this ain't about loyalty anymore, bro. Do you not see that this guy is losing his marbles? I don't give a shit about his plan, bro. So, before I wrap things up, I also want to talk about the music for a bit, cause sweet mother of Neptune, this shit is immaculate. Motherfucker, I'm a country music fan now. Blast that shit. Cool, where must I go? Cool, world, I'm moving on. I've been living too fast. I've been living too wrong. Cool, world, I'm gone. This game got me listening to the soundtrack and score as something to listen to while I am in game or while I'm outside. Matter of fact, I'm listening to it right now as I'm writing the script. I'm listening to Mountain Finale right now. The soundtrack fucks, man. And in game, it's even better. It just absolutely hits. You know what I'm talking about. You already know the scenes and moments in question, where the soundtrack and score just come in and deliver 10 shotgun shots to your chest. This game has made me feel so many things, man. From absolute hype to just feeling emotional to absolute peace, just riding my horse or chilling with the gang. It's just ethereal, bro. This game is just something else, man. Like, actually, I know I've said a lot already, but really everything I've said, it can't do it justice. It's just unbelievably good. I genuinely didn't think I'd ever play a game I'd feel like this about. I felt such strong emotions in this game. And like, I've never felt such strong emotions in like, I guess any kind of media since, I don't know, I guess like BoJack Horseman, Mr. Robot, Better Call Saul, you know, my favorites. I don't know, I was just never expecting, I never expected to play a game that would reach the same peak as when I watched those shows, you know what I mean? I don't know. It took me to places I never thought a game would take me. And even though I never cried, which is, to be honest, that's just a me issue, every time a character died, I felt that shit, man. I felt it. Even if they were just a minor character, it still got me feeling something. Mountain Hymn is playing right now, and that shit is crazy. Really makes me want to start just crying my fucking eyes out, but my tear ducts have been out of order for a long time now, for some reason, so I just can't, even if I wanted to. But I digress. This game is fucking beautiful. You've heard me say it a million gajillion times. It's officially my #1 favorite game of all time. And that ain't just recency bias, but maybe part of it is, I don't know. Either way, fuck it. Fuck you. This is the best game ever. This is the best thing ever. I don't know how many more times I can say it's beautiful, immaculate, ethereal, amazing. Insert every positive adjective. It's like 10,000 out of 10. Gameplay was great. I didn't experience many bugs, and when I did, it wasn't anything annoying or troublesome. I also only ever died by my own stupidity and just generally being a trash gamer at times. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I died fighting the wolves 3 times in the beginning of the game. When I was rescuing John with Charles, I died 3 times. Like, dude. And then every time I found a camp with O'Driscolls or something, my ass got blasted, dude. And it pissed me off, cause like, when I respawned, they were all gone. I'm like, dude, I wanted to kill them all, bro. What the fuck? And they took my money too, like what? But yeah, otherwise, man, otherwise, shit is so fun. I love shooting at people. Please not take that out of context, by the way. And of course I mean shooting at outlaws, at devious, dubious gangs, not innocent bystanders. I would never. Also, I love how there's so much stuff you can do in this game. Like, you can fish, you can hunt animals, you can watch a play. Like, what the? I mean, you can even play poker with NPCs. Or like 5-finger fucking, you know, like the knife game. I mean, I didn't really do them that much, especially poker, because I don't know how to play poker. But I'll try to understand someday. I mean, it can't be that difficult. I also think the honor system is great. I plan to do a low honor run for my second playthrough, whenever that'll be. But honestly, thinking about it more, I don't think I can bring myself to make Arthur that horrible. Like, I can't, man. I was like, yep, I'm doing this, you know, for my second playthrough. I'm doing a low honor run just cause. But the more I look back on Arthur as a character, and as well as like seeing videos talking about his character or clips of him, and I'm just like, damn, fuck, I can't do this to him, bro. I can't do this to him. Like, hell no, man. Not my boy. He deserves better than that. Oh, and like, you can kill the KKK in this game, by the way. Like, what other game lets you do that? Seriously. Tell me, actually, I want to know. So yeah, that's about it. I'm trying not to blabber too much and make this video too long. I've been recording for 31 minutes now, apparently. If you watched this whole vid, you're awesome. I love you. Glad you enjoyed watching. Let me know your thoughts on this game, or your thoughts on my thoughts, or whatever the fuck you want to comment. I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you do, like, dislike, subscribe, and subscribe doesn't matter. Just remember to stay hydrated and stay safe, and be nice to the folks around you, unless they don't deserve being treated that way. So, yeah. See you around, fellas.
Big old world, you got me running round. Heard a voice, it told me settle down. With the moonlight as my guide and this feeling deep inside.